Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen. As part of our sale this Monday coming, we have a fantastic radio and gramophone collection. We'll be starting the sale with these items, around about 225 lots of fantastic rare collectibles. So we'll go through and just point out a few rare little wonderful gems that we have in here, which you may be interested in purchasing, you never know. Okay, so pop over this way, we'll have a look at this little fella here. Fantastic little Edison gem with the horn, the stand, and the original case as well, all in operating condition, and just a fantastic little piece, rarely seen on the market. You usually see the table models come up, but this model is actually quite a hard one to find. So just a nice piece of vintage phonograph material, as you'd say, and included in this one as well is the Edison book, or the Etude, which is the Edison Centennial 1947, and also a print of Thomas Edison himself as well. So if we wander around this way a little bit further, those of you into the horn gramophones, we have various horn gramophones this time round. We have this one here, which is has got the brass horn ready to go, as well as the tabletop. Further along, I'll just skip over this way, we have our Edison table model in a lovely oak case, quite a nice piece again. Then a fully restored gramophone here with the original maker's plaque on the back there. Just quite a nice piece and ready to go in your home. And something else unusual you don't see too often is a Stromberg Carlson radio. Now the vendor has suggested that it does work. It is no guarantee obviously, but sold as you see it. But as you can see, it is complete with the transformer power pack and just a good rare early radio. Lovely deco speaker box, great art deco shape, and just a nice piece as well with a little storage cabinet at the base. Just a cute little piece. And as we follow around, let's go this way. We'll have a browse in this cabinet here. And there we go. What a beauty. The HMV little nipper in the green mottled Bakelite. Quite a rare radio. And as you can see, in good original condition. Now this one here does actually come with a box. We'll just squeeze that around a little bit. But there's the box for it as well, just at the back there. So quite a rare item to find with the box. So make a great addition to any radio collection. So we'll leave that cabinet for now. We have the Diamond Disc, Edison Diamond Disc. Again, a popular model. These ones here sell quite well, and they've actually got the extra thick record as Edison done the Diamond Disc. So that's got the twin head, so it's got a spare head there as well, and in good clean order, ready to go. Now around this side we have the classic Empire State radio, made by AWA. It's a Fisk radiola. Now this one here was actually a genuine old shed find, just part of an estate we were handling, and actually has still the original, slide that forward, the original cardboard box at the back with the original label. Look, I wouldn't think there'd be too many boxes around for these sort of radios. So as you can see, there's a massive collection of all sorts of everything. There's more horn gramophones, Edison, another Edison, the table model Edison, quite a large one. The HMV LED light window, for those of you who like a pool room with a LED light HMV window, would be fantastic. But just a good range of all sorts of everything, records, valves, radio parts, speakers, all sorts of absolutely everything.
Okay, I've got the furniture section. So this week at Scammells Furniture we start around about 10:30. Going to be around about 600 lots this week. A couple of interesting parts. We've got a little bit of teak. Teak's been very, very popular probably for the last 18 months to 2 years. This is a local made one, beautiful piece of teak, 4 doors, 4 drawers or 3 drawers, probably around about $500 or $600. This one's locally made as well. Stamp on the base is Mitre Furniture, Edwardstown. Fabulous smoky glass circular top, but real kooky type of base on it as well. That'll sell quite well. For those who like the outdoors, can't go past the old Scott Bonner. Fabulous one. Comes with the ejector cord. This one has been slightly used, but we guarantee that with a few $1,000s spent on it, it'll come up beautifully. Thank you, fellas. That's really, really nice. Something for those who've got everything. This is the low rider tricycle for those who are unsure about riding on 2 wheels. This is the 3-wheel model. The low rider can see it with a nice little stack hat, of course being shown by a local photographer, Simon, but beautifully made, nice and shiny, and again for the kid who's got everything. As we move down this way, nothing like a good arbour as well. On a serious note, these sell really, really well. Very hard to get good quality ones, complete with vine leaves and grapes. The nice little spear tips there, probably $200-300. But again, very, very hard to get. The ones you get these days, thank you, Simon. The ones you get these days are very flimsy or plastic. So really, really good. We'll forget organs, they don't sell well. For the fitness fanatics, we'll go this way, Adrian. Fitness fanatics, you've got yourself a lovely little gym. There's gym set up as well. Of course, most times these days they're actually used as wardrobes. You can hang your jeans on it, you can hang your shirts on it. But if you do feel fit, an odd thing we don't get a lot in these days, wagon wheels. So there's a lot of wagons out there without wheels or carts out there without wheels. Look, they make great displays. Of course, the Aussie flag. There's furniture keeps on going this week. We've got, again, undervalued, and these are beautifully made, and these are cheap. These are $50 to $80, these dressing tables, but beautiful blonde wood, and the amount of work gone in to make the fronts and the drawers like this, amazing, but undervalued by a long way. Move over this way, Adrian. Go past our large monument of a giraffe. There's dining tables, hardwood dining tables. Again, these are $150, $200, 6 chairs and a dining table. Cheap buying, really, but good quality, hard made. If you want to move your kids out, if you've got teenage kids, 18, 19 years of age, you probably spend $500 or $600 here. Give them this, got an instant package to go straight out of home, never have to sit on a milk crate again. As we move forward, pairs of bookcases like this, again, really nice. Fixed shelves, but nice petite bookcases either side of a fireplace. And look, they're probably $100, $150 each. Extension dining tables, again in the contemporary design. These come in from Denmark. These are around about $100, $130. Dining tables, chairs and the table don't match. These are actually really good early chairs. There are a set of 4 of them, which is nice for a circular table, but very, very heavy chairs, beautifully made. Probably around about $250 for the set of 4. These are kooky as well. I've got to show you one of these. So much work's gone into this. If I can get the actual lock open, it's a Danish or European piece, beautifully carved, heavy oak. It's 17th or 18th century style, but it's got fabulous carving through the centre here. Not everyone's taste. But in a hallway with a nice lamp on it or a mirror above that, looks fantastic. Probably $200-300 for this type of thing. But what you underestimate is just the amount of work that's gone into this. It's not pressed. This is actually all hand done. But lovely, lovely, lovely piece if you like that type of thing. Over this way as we dodge and weave through, I've got to show you this one. Again, highly underestimated. We wouldn't normally take these in, but this is. See, Broads, thank you for interrupting. High back chair, it's daggy leather, but these have become all the rage. Cafes or in a warehouse installation, beautiful high back, deep button back. Would have cost a fortune to buy this. This will probably a couple of $100, but it's again the nice wear on it through there. Probably a little bit too much for most people, but there are some buyers out there who just lap this type of stuff up. Lounge suites. Got to show you lounge suites, Adrian. No point in getting 24 months interest free here. These are two-seaters, probably $200. The white ones, $300-400 for the pair. And you see in the background there the topiaries. Got a supplier, nice bloke who works on these throughout summer. Has got a nice collection of these. Just a private guy. A lot of topiaries, and these again quite cheap to buy, but make beautiful presentation pathway into your house. These ball ones here, probably around about $200-300, which I think is pretty cheap, really. The tall topiaries, I think they call them weeping figs. I'm hopeless with plants, but maybe around about $300 again for it. Over to this section, I've got to show you this as well. Again, not everyone's cup of tea, but I think the vendor spent close to $6,000 on this. It's a complete set, so imagine under a semi-enclosed or an enclosed sunroom or outside area. Lovely, lovely. There's a bench seat, the 4 chairs, matching coffee tables and matching side tables as well. But again, it's a really, really heavy construction. This is not the IKEA style put together furniture. This is beautifully made, very heavy construction. This will last a generation, this type of thing. But again, it's not everyone's taste, not everyone's cup of tea. In the background, a really good. Again, from our shipments in Denmark, 4-door. A lot of these were used originally in offices, but they can be easily adapted to at home. Good sideboard. It's got 4 doors, 4 drawers, or 3 drawers, got that wrong again, 3 drawers to the base, but easily adapted, shelves through the centre of it. Good into entertainment area. Over this side, sleigh bed, new style, but again, $300-400. Brass bed at the back. Adrian's actually got us whipped past the camera. The brass bed here, again, quite an interesting one. Normally they're cast iron and brass. This is solid brass. Nice little floret through the centre. Again, if you're after a brass bed, it's a great one to buy. Spend a year polishing it every 6 months, but it's a really, really good thing. See you guys. Thank you. Mirrors at the back again. Cheap buying, a couple $100 for a mirror. Circular tables, if you like circular tables, with a central, lovely central light as well. It's actually real glass as well. That's fantastic. As we move, just come over this way. Rugs, always get a lot of rugs in as well. Again, these are quite affordable buying. That type of rug there, you're probably looking, $300-400. The one next to it, beautiful blues, just needs a bit of a clean. That's probably $300-400 as well. Aussie furniture, good antique Aussie furniture. I'm surprised this is not actually signed, this one, but solid cedar construction, about 1860s I think it would be around about. Great for the hall table or serving the dining table as well. If you've got a petite or small dining room, if this would fit across the back or a side wall, really nice. The old favourites, cast iron, marble top, outdoor. These are really good. Talking of kooky, this is great for the mother-in-law, this one, Adrian. This is a coffee table. It looks like it's got a rosewood base. It's probably a Danish one. But someone's actually sunk pebbles and fiberglass. So this is a very, very odd type of table. Probably won't sell that well, but very odd table. More lamps, radios, lights as well. Quite interesting light, this one here. Lights up beautifully, but I think this one, or one of these, we actually had in last year's sale, sold really, really well. And the Persian style as well, great for outdoors. And finally, big lounge suites. Whilst it's not everyone's cup of tea again, if you've got more of a formal dining room or formal lounge room, 3 pieces. Again, this is probably $300-400 for the whole thing. So that's a quick run through of what we've got at Scamell Auctions this week. Of course, the sale's on Monday, the 6th of February. We'll whip into the smalls now, and you'll see Adrian again and see what's in the smalls area. Thank you.
Well, now we're in the smalls area. As you can see, there is a massive lot of all sorts of everything in here, ranging from look. We'll start at the top of the cabinet here. We have a fantastic, underrated these days, the Dalton display plates. There he is, the Mayor. Reminds us of one of our customers that we have here. Fantastic display plate. Look, these days they're bringing around about the $40 mark on average. Quite a nice early piece of Dalton for a series wear, but just a nice display plate. Now also can't wear collectors. Look, we do have a piece of can't wear. Looks like a piece of can't wear anyway. Let's have a look. Yes, Rouge Royale. So can't wear. That's a dragonfly decorated. Fantastic little piece. Very sought after these days. Just a nice mantle vase and that sort of thing there. We're probably looking around about the $100-120 mark at auction. So just a nice little collectible to add to the collection in the cabinet. Now also this week at Scammells we have some pieces of Moorcroft. We have 4 pieces of Moorcroft. Obviously Moorcroft is fairly sought after. Look, there we go. Lovely pen tray. Great for the desk as well. You can put your Mont Blanc or your Parker in there and sit there in style looking at your lovely Moorcroft dish. So we do have a few pieces of Moorcroft this week. Again, more Dalton series wear. There we go, there's the bowl, that's the gaffers. And again, just quite a nice little piece, and around about the $40 mark at auction as well. So very little for a piece of Dalton these days, but unfortunately that's the scenario. We have quite a lot of Dalton come through weekly, and that's about the sort of money they bring. So here we go, for the Carnival Glass collectors. I think we'll leave that one in the cabinet there, Jason. There we go. That's a Peacocks on a Fence. That's by Northwood. Quite a nice piece of carnival glass. Look, rarely seen these days. And that one there looks to be in very nice order. We've had a good look over it. But there you go, lovely piece of carnival glass. Now, if we step over this side, there's a couple of little winners in here that I can see. So here's one of them. Now there we go. Now he's a little Bezic, like a bulldog. So he's quite a nice dog. Look, that sort of thing there at auction brings anywhere between $80 and $120 at auction. But just a nice little ornament for the mantle or in the display cabinet. Look fantastic at home. So there we go. There's that one there. Now also, those of you collecting Hermannsburg watercolours, we have one on offer this week. This one here, it's a Brenton Rabba Rabba. Quite a nice little painting. Does have some forksing across the front, but just quite a nice little watercolour painting. Look, that sort of thing there at auction should be around sort of 100 to 150. Just a nice little painting, ready for framing and hanging on the wall. And also this one here, this is quite nice, unusual. Haven't seen that pattern too often. So that one there, that's stamped Clarice Cliff to the base. Bazaar by Clarice Cliff. It's a goldstone design. Just a quite an unusual sort of pattern for Clarice Cliff, and rarely seen on the auction market. So there we go. There's a piece there this week. Amazing what you find at Scammells. There could be all sorts of everything. Now, if we step over to the next cabinet, we have all sorts of absolutely everything from figurines through to dinner settings, art glass, oriental vases. So just a good range of everything really. We've got a Wembley Ware rabbit. Now these are fairly popular usually. So Wembley Ware rabbit like that, he's probably sort of $50 to $80, anywhere between that sort of price. But just a nice little piece of Australian ceramics. And as we step along this way, Jason, let's have a look what's over here. We've got crystal. We have the sort of marbleised depression glass, quite a nice larger vase. Look fantastic with some roses in it. Some of the 19th century china and porcelain down here. Have a look at the decoration on this. What a lovely piece. So we have all sorts of everything this week. Okay, now let's head over to the collectibles cabinet and see what's in there. Oh, here we go. Before we go past this, everybody at one stage of their life needs to collect mulga wood. Now, we get plenty of mulga wood come through here at Scammells. We would have handled over probably 5 million pieces in our time. So, look, whether it be a clock or a kangaroo bookend, you never know what you'll find here in mulga wood. So, look, as we get to the collectibles cabinet over here, this is, pretty much the sort of ultimate boys area. There's all sorts of boys' toys. Look, not putting the ladies out or anything, but we do have even manicure sets, so you never know these days. Militaria. Johnny Walker mirror, vintage cycling headlamp up the top there. Look fantastic on your vintage Super Elliott or Malvern Star. At the back here we have the Bianti models. These are always fairly sought after, the little Bianti, including the GT HO Falcon and the GDS Monaros. So really a mixture of all sorts. This here is unusual. We have a lovely little 1960s bottle stopper. So she's got a cork in the bottom. But just, quite a cute little piece and a nice little novelty for the bar room.
Just looking up her date.
Yes, just looking up her date, that's right. So along here we have more collectibles. We have all sorts of fantastic little collectible bits and pieces. Look, railway lamps, great for the Peugeot. Fantastic lamps there, there we go. So you can mount them on your Commodore or your Ford. Oh, I've spotted a winner here, Jason. Here we go. Now, collectibles of the future, already collectible, but they are actually collectibles of the future as well. This one's a Nintendo Game & Watch Donkey Kong. Now, this is in the dual screen, very sought after. These days, look, that sort of thing there does have the battery case. You rarely see them with a battery cover on them because they're always missing, and the clip's in good order as well. But that sort of thing there at auction should bring around about $100, $120. So that's something from my era. The old Nintendos. What else do we have in here? Oh, Golden Fleece. Look, we do get quite a lot of petronalia come through, petrol advertising items, including old tins, oil bottles, and enamel signs, which we do have some coming up mid-year this year. So over to this side here. Those of you who'd like to phone a friend anytime, we have a candlestick telephone. It is a reproduction, but just a nice little decorator piece, great for the office. Pop that on your desk. Vintage post office scales in brass, quite a nice little 19th century set. A couple of weights there, but in nice, clean, original condition. And then, as you can see, there's all sorts of everything over here. We've got models, some hats. We have a slouch hat. There we go. And that's in working order. So a good hat there. Now, to match the hat, I know it's a little bit later there we go. We have some night vision gear. So, not what the military would have had back in the 40s, but there we go. Some fantastic night vision gear, which, look, this is the first time we've even had this sort of thing at auction, so we'll see how it runs this time round. You never know, it might even surprise us and be fantastic. See how we go. Tin plate silver mountain train. That's a Japanese tin plate made by Modern Toys, still has the original box. That looks to be in fairly good order as well. The original box is at the back. So there it is, with the Modern Toys trademark to the lower right-hand side. This is fantastic. Now, everybody needs one of these. On offer this week, we have not one, but we have 2 safari suits. So here we go, some fantastic safari suits. Great if you drive an old Jaguar. So if you're looking at a Mark IV or Mark V, I can see you driving around with your safari suit on. Bang a pith helmet on, and you'll be all set, ready to go. Oh no! Look, Adelaide Grand Prix 1985 mirror. These are actually getting hard to find because a lot of them have been broken over the years. But look, that's the first Grand Prix, the Adelaide Grand Prix Formula 1, Adelaide 1985. So these are getting sought after now, and great for the pool room or the bar room. Now, in this cabinet over here on the left-hand side of me, we have a fantastic range of vintage Bakelite. So ranging from cups, bowls, to the thermos. We've got all sorts of everything there. A little pepperette, caster shaker in blue. We have the box and alleyware part service in there, the part tea setting, and even the cocktail setting on the left-hand side in the box as well. So it's amazing what you do find here. And that's it from us at Scammells this week. So have a great weekend. See you Monday.